What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Sunday. Another weird night last night with a small slate. Not many high scores coming up. Bradley Beal, first of all, really let me down against the Miami Heat, and the Wizards got down so big that he didn't play in the fourth quarter, so didn't get much out of him. Then we had two injuries with our guys. Dennis Smith Jr. ended up not playing, and also Hassan Whiteside, so I slotted in J.J. Barea for Dennis Smith Jr., who did pretty solid. And then I put in Bam for Hassan Whiteside. He was going off like in the first quarter, had a great start to the game, but he got in foul trouble, and the game just got so out of hand that he didn't play as many minutes as I was hoping for. So that was kind of disappointing, but he was a cheap price, so it didn't affect us that much. The star of the night, though, was Jonathan Simmons, who we did have in the plays, which was nice. Deontay Davis, the value guy, did absolutely atrocious. Like, he got 25 minutes. If you told me that Davis was going to get 25 minutes against the Grizzlies, against the Mavericks, I would take that every day because he's so good when he gets over 20 minutes for the most part, returning value, especially against the Mavericks who struggled down low, but he couldn't get anything going there. And DeAndre Jordan had a solid night. Didn't put up like many shots at all, but got a ton of rebounds. So it could have been a bigger night as of him. That game stayed close. We had Tobias Harris that did okay in my lineup. So it was just another weird night. Low scoring totals across the slate, and then we had those two blowouts in the Mavericks game and the Miami Heat game. So it was a weird night, but this slate should be a lot better here. It's a 4-game slate, and also there's some apparent value with some guys that are questionable and some more higher scoring games that shouldn't be as big of blowouts as we saw yesterday. So drop a like in the video. Let's try to get over 100 likes yet again. Apologize for the kind of so-so plays the last 2 days. Well, let's try to get it going here tonight on Sunday night. I love this slate so far. And definitely subscribe to get these plays every single day. So we're going to kick it off with my man LeBron at 11,600 going against the Lakers. This game projects out to be the highest scoring game, fastest paced game. And LeBron had a great night against them earlier this year. He got a triple-double, 68 DraftKings points, and he has the biggest upside in the slate by far. I think he should be a locker, 60-plus DraftKings points. Had an off night against the Clippers last night, and he still got 57 DraftKings points. He just does so much for this team that he should be great, just be safe for value and safe for fantasy points. And on the small game slate, if you don't go LeBron, it could definitely bite you in the ass. So lock him in there. And for my second guy, this is only if James Harden is out. If James Harden isn't out, if he is playing, if he isn't out, then I'm going to go with Lonzo Ball over Chris Paul. But if James Harden is out, I'm going to go with CP3 here tonight against Dallas. A great matchup. They struggle a lot against point guards. And also Dennis Smith Jr., he's another guy that's questionable. If he does play, he might be operating at less than 100%. And he already is a bad defender. So Chris Paul could have a huge night there. He'll probably be pretty chalky at 7,800 because his usage would go up so much and more possible assists and all that good stuff without James Harden. And the game should be able to stay closer without Harden in there. So Chris Paul at 7,800. Too good of a value without James Harden. Lock him in there if James Harden is out. But like I said, if he is playing, I'm going to go with Lonzo Ball because Houston will probably blow out Dallas in that game, and CP3 can't do as much with James Harden in the lineup. But for my third guy, Jason Tatum at 4,800. Jaylen Brown is out for this game, so that means some more possible shots going up for the young stud Tatum in this game. And his minutes have been down recently because they've been kind of blowing teams out. And Marcus Morris has been playing pretty well off the bench. But with Jaylen Brown out, that would definitely free up some more minutes for Tatum in this game here. And he has a solid matchup going against Indiana, a team that isn't great against small forwards. Bogdanovich, not a great defender. Tatum, 24 fantasy points per game. And the 3 games against them, shooting at a nice clip of 55%. So I think this is a good spot for him without Jaylen Brown, like I said. One of the better matchups. Oladipo is a great defender. He won't have to be dealing with him. So Tatum, I think this is a good spot for him. More usage, a good matchup. So lock him in there. For my fourth guy, we're going to go back to this Lakers game. Julius Randle at 7,300 going against the Cavs. We know they struggle on the glass. We saw DeAndre Jordan just absolutely destroy them on the glass the other night. And Julius Randle is the type of guy that just will give him fits on the glass, I think, in this game. And at 7,300, I think he's going to approach 40 drafting points in this game. Just no one to really match up with him defensively. They have Larry Nance Jr., his old teammate, so I think he'll be motivated to have a huge game against them. He had a solid night against the Cavs earlier this year in only 21 minutes, 23 drafting points, a high shooting clip of 67%. So Julius Randle, big night coming. Lock him in there. And for my fifth and final guy, Jordan Clarkson, going against his old team as well at 5,300. We know that Kyle Korver is questionable. We got Rodney Hood out. Also, C.D. Osman is out. So I think Clarkson is going to enter this lineup, and they're going to go a little bit more small ball with him. And I think he'll get around maybe even 30 minutes in this game, honestly, against his old team. I think he can catch fire. And like I said, with all those injuries and guys banged up, he could be one of those starting minute kind of guys off the bench, because Hood was eating up a lot of minutes. Osman a solid amount. Also Korver has been coming on, but if he is out, Clarkson is going to have to do a lot of damage to keep this team going on the offensive end. So 5,300, not a bad matchup as well. Lock him in there. And for my Dollar Tree play of the day with all those plays, those are the five. We got Chris Paul, Clarkson, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, and Julius Randle. I mentioned all the minutes being lost. Jeff Green could eat up some value there without Rodney Hood and C.D. Osman out here tonight. Think he should be good for 20-plus minutes. And at 3,600, doesn't need to do that much to return value in a high-paced, high-scoring game. I think he can do enough to get around 20 drafting points in this game here. So Jeff Green, not much more to say. A high-scoring game, like I mentioned 100 times. He's going to get the start according to the report, so lock him in there. Cheap price, gets you up to 4,800 remaining per player. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. I greatly appreciate 100+ likes. Thank you for all the love on the video yesterday. Keep it going, guys, so I can keep these videos coming. And subscribe if you haven't already to get these plays every single day. Around 150 subscribers away till we host that GPP tournament. For a chance for you to win some money, I'll be adding some extra money onto the prize. So thank you so much. 4 games later tonight. Stay updated with me on Twitter at MoneyWebby. Like we saw yesterday, some of these guys can be ruled out before you even know it, like Dennis Smith Jr. and Hassan Whiteside yesterday. We got to stay up to date on the James Harden news and also the Dennis Smith Jr. news, because if Dennis Smith Jr. is out as well, J.J. Barea could definitely return some value there. And Chris Paul, Eric Gordon, those guys will return some value without James Harden. So follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby. Good luck tonight, guys, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.